not gonna lie, there are days I want to support women so badly because I'm also a woman. There are days I really want to do that, but it's very difficult, especially in today's world. It's very, very difficult because people's thought processing, you start questioning if they actually got their certificate from Google, like their degree. You start questioning it. So I was on this platform some days ago having, just random conversation about life, women role, men role, how men have always been the providers, holding on. We were even talking about provision is not just about finances and all of that, right? But for some reason, when we talk about provision, almost every one of us, our mind goes to financial provision. So, and this guy was saying that men have always been the provider, men provide, men do this, men do that, blah, blah, blah. We can counter such a point, right? Because we also have women who provide. But because sometimes I try to get people's contest, because there's always a contest to every conversation. There was a contest to that, and that's why I didn't see the need to bring up any other conversation after that. I just felt like, oh, his opinion is opinion. I respect his opinion. And then this set of ladies I was with on that same platform, they just interrupted and they're like, "Oh, you're very wrong. You are this, you are that. You're very misogynistic. Are you saying that are you saying that women don't provide? Women have always been providing. Women have always been paying their children's school fees, and they're always lying to their children that it's their father that paid their school fees. They're always this." You know that in every nonsense there is a sense, right? When you calmly listen to some of the points they raise, you will see some truth there. And the guy agreed. Immediately, even with the fact that she was screaming and yelling, the guy agreed with her point because the guy said that he experienced that personally. There are days that his mom stepped in to pay his school fees and just tell him that it was a father, this and that. The guy agreed. Now, this is why I said there are times I want to support women and it's not just possible. Then the conversation now turned to women are better nurturers than men. And then some of the guys also opposed that, saying that you don't say women are better natural. You don't say women are naturally natural. There are some men who are better naturals than women. There are some fathers who are better naturals than there are some husbands who are better naturals than some of their wives. There are some fathers who do this thing effortlessly. And then the conversation went from, the other time when the guy said men provide, we didn't argue too much when the lady countered it and said women also provide. Like, we didn't argue too much. In fact, there was no conversation of use the word some, use the word most, use the word more. There was nothing like that. But when the conversation changed to some men are better nurturers, you need to see the way they want to eat some of these guys up on that platform. They literally want to eat them up. Like, I'm asking myself, what is a fact? That is a fact right there. Like, it's not debated. In fact, there are some single fathers that do better jobs than single mothers. You see, there are some facts that you can't see in books.